Good afternoon. That's the lettuce we were talking about last Friday night. Been sitting here on the floor unrefrigerated for a full week. Could be 3 weeks old. I don't know what they put in that shit. I don't think it's real lettuce. Good evening. Have we got this thing working? Evening. Yeah, I guess it is. Bill Gates lettuce, yeah. Only the finest quality. Let me lower this. Quail slop, yeah. Yeah, for real, ain't it? Uh, what else is new? That's it. We'll see if Rhonda shows up. She's going to be shocked. I need about 3 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Yep, that was the deal, man. Don't really look too unfresh, does it? I'll be back. Well, don't go nowhere. William Slot. Oh. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Hey, how are you? That's a lettuce been sitting on the ground for over a week. Well, for a week. Yeah, Goyam slop. All righty. Get some of that Goyam slop. You're a good shopper like me. You'll be able to buy lettuce that can stay out of the fridge for a week and still be 3 weeks early. So that got that about 3 weeks ago. Ain't that cool? So do your shopping properly. If you see the kosher sign, don't buy it. Remember, kosher is the only thing protection we got. I'm looking. Oh, yeah. What do we got here tonight? Uh, Uh, 15 powerful agricultural sprayers stolen. Let's start Friday night off with our good friend Quicksar, the safe coffin. He's a good storyteller.
In 1844, Edgar Allan Poe published a short horror story called The Premature Burial, in which the main character suffers from catalepsy, which causes him to enter a state barely distinguishable from death, leading to an obsessive fear of being mistakenly buried alive. The story contains accounts of supposedly real cases of premature burial, and these sorts of stories were quite popular in sensationalist newspapers, penny dreadfuls, and horror novels of the 18th and 19th centuries. The premature burial wasn't even Edgar Allan Poe's only story with a premature burial. You see, in the 18th and 19th centuries, being buried alive was a pretty common fear. George Washington, on his deathbed, demanded he not be buried for at least 2 days after his death, just to make sure he wasn't still alive when they put him underground. And this fear was somewhat well-founded at the time. Before electronic monitoring of the heart or brain, it could be difficult to tell the difference between the dying and the brown bread. If you were in a coma or something, no one was analysing your brain activity, and if you were caught in an outbreak of some horrible disease like cholera, well, people didn't really want to be spending much time hanging around bodies. So if you looked like one, they might have stuck you in the ground lickety-split without the usual checks. Dr. Henry Jacques Garrigues once made the claim that out of every 200 coffins put underground in this country, the occupant of at least one of them is simply in a lethargic state and is buried alive. And so, corresponding with the fears of this time, we see dozens of patents across Europe and the US for inventions known as safety coffins. A safety coffin was a coffin fitted with some sort of mechanism that would allow a victim of premature burial to escape. A promising idea, clearly fertile ground for marketing a very profitable product here, but a lot of the designs were flawed in some terrible way. In 1791, English dissenting minister Robert Robinson was buried according to his own directions in a coffin with a movable glass pane. His relatives were instructed to visit his grave regularly to see if there was breath on the glass. A tomb with a view. I wonder how long he expected them to keep this up before they were allowed to recover the sight of his decaying face. Similarly, the German Duke Ferdinand of Brunswick left instructions for his burial in 1792. He also had a window installed in his coffin, but he also had the good sense to install a tube to supply air, something a lot of safety coffin designs did not consider. How long do you suppose the air supply in a coffin lasts, anyways? A few hours? The Duke's coffin lid was not nailed down, and instead he had a lock on the inside. He was buried with the key. It went unused. A lot of safety coffins had a string or a rope which led to a bell at the surface, so you'd wake up in the coffin and ring the bell, which would alert a night watchman who had hopefully not already tired of the bell sounding in the wind and cut it off. In 1822, one such coffin was demonstrated by German Dr. Adolf Gutsmuth, who spent several hours in it underground. The pipe for the bell string was large enough to also pass food through, and he had a meal of soup, sausages, and even beer. This arrangement sounds preferable to most marriages. Assumedly, this demonstration was ended before the beer made its way to his bladder. In 1829, Dr. Johann Gottfried Tarberger came up with an improvement for this design. Strings for the bell would be tied to the hands, head, and feet, so any movement at all would sound the bell. And this bell had a special housing that prevented it from being rung accidentally. It also stopped rainwater from entering, which was an oversight in other designs. The housing also had netting that was supposed to stop bugs crawling into the pipe and becoming beneficiaries of a coffin they did not pay for. Some safety coffins had cords attached to a flag which would be raised to alert passers-by rather than a bell, but anything where strings or wires were attached to a corpse had the same problem. Corpses decompose, gases build up, flesh rots away, and bodies can swell or shift, meaning the "oh my god, I've been buried alive, help me quickly" alarm could be raised by an honest-to-goodness rotting, stinking cadaver. Nowhere was this problem more accentuated than in this 1843 design for a spring-loaded coffin, in which the slightest movement from within would cause the lid to fly open. Horrific. Some designs featured neither bell nor flag nor spring-operated remains revealer, but a simple tube through which a buried person could call out for help. If I was a watchman in a cemetery at night and I heard the distorted cries of a recently buried person emanating from their grave, I would not be sauntering over to investigate. I don't even believe in ghosts or anything supernatural like that. I'm just a coward. Another proposal for tubes sticking out of a coffin was so an observer could smell the odours coming from inside. If the rancid stench of putrefaction radiated from the pipe, then everything was all right. It was only when you weren't bowled over by a powerful smell that you knew something had gone horribly wrong. Not every safety coffin was designed permitting the dead to terrorize the living. Wildwood Cemetery in Pennsylvania features a burial vault with escape hatches. Each is padded on the inside, so you won't hurt yourself if you shot up suddenly. Now that's thoughtful. They also feature air ducts, so you wouldn't suffocate, and there's a handwheel you can turn to escape. Franz Wester's 1869 burial case had an attachable tube which held a little ladder for you to literally climb up out of the grave. If you hadn't the strength, the tube also had the horrible window and bell features, but the tube could be removed once death was confirmed, and even reused. Today, you can actually still get safety coffins with everything you'd expect from modern technology: alarms, intercom systems, oxygen supplies, heart monitors, but the popularity of the safety coffin is not what it was a couple hundred years ago. As mentioned in the beginning, advances in medical care mean it's unlikely you're going to be declared dead while not dead, outside of a Cambodian prison hospital or something. And there is also the practice of embalming, which no one has ever survived. Oh, and there was never any documented cases of somebody being saved by a safety coffin anyway, so if you watched this video hoping to assuage your taphophobia, sorry, I guess you'll just have to consider cremation. You should also consider watching some of my other videos. In a couple of them,
oh, Mr. Quicksaw comes up with a story each week.
That doesn't happen as well. You can subscribe to see more in the future, and until next time, stay safe.
He's growing.
Assumedly, this administration, the housing also had netting that was supposedly... Some safety coffins had cords attached to a flag, which would... Some safety coffins... Okay.
All right. We got Lake Mead. Lake Powell. Serious trouble. What else we got here? The gun didn't work. Charlie Kirk shooter. So his people had the gun tested, and the gun don't shoot. Ain't that interesting? I got this. We watch a lot of people in advertisement talking about perpetual motion. As far as I know, it's against the laws of physics. Romaine. I don't think she can get that yet. She's in a small town. We'll give this a try. That's probably made of plastic now. Mine was glass.
To stand up to Trump. Eve Online.
I know, I'm not ready for this.
Alive with the unrelenting.
So I'm just going to move on if you don't mind.
Senator Collins supports and advocates for more funding for cancer research so that
Leslie's at the grocery store. We got some seed packets. We'll see how it's going to go. I'm really not overly excited, to be honest with you. So what does that mean? You don't have a ride? Red potatoes and Kennyback white mean this year. Nice. I did the Idaho bacon one year. Boy, they were excellent in the coal stove. You're sitting by the bin. Well, how about some crushing video? This might be pretty good. Since our country's on the way of destruction. We'll crush some stone. Get some gold out of it. Yeah. MJ's going to his bank. They're going to play darts.
All right, Mr. Hollywood, you saw the new system run. What are your thoughts?
It's way smoother.
Yeah.
It's way quieter. Uses way less water.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Yeah. Welcome back to Mine Operator. This is episode 2 of Crush It and Find Out. The equipment is all in place. However, all the electrical, this place is kind of a gear bomb right now. I have to wire the hammer mill I've already wired the table, and I'm in the process of wiring the dewatering sand screw. I just pulled a 3-strand and a single strand through. Since the motor is 3-phase, I didn't have a 4-stranded insulated wire, so I just ran a 12-gauge insulated extension cord with another 12-gauge wire. I got my 3 colors: black, red, white, and green. I'll tap into this motor here.
Renewal by Andersen is a proud partner of Portland Hearts of Pine.
OptiSigns lets you instantly transform any screen into a dynamic digital display that can be managed from anywhere. The best part is you can get started right now with devices you may already own. And for an even simpler, more powerful experience, we recommend our OptiStick
tomato,
First, download
one
the
pepper,
OptiSigns app from your device's app
and
store.
put
This motor here, underground, punch through the wall, and I'll be tapping into a single-phase 240 outlet.
and put my watermelons in, and that's it.
Open.
I walked.
It's a L14-20. Chad had wired this from our panel to run this furnace. The furnace
To the
is
earth.
dead,
Oh, I always
so
wear
I'm
bare
stealing his
feet.
wiring job. I had to take single-phase 240 and turn it into 3-phase using a little frequency drive. These are Fuji's. These are my favorites. I can't afford the Dan Foss ones. Those are kind of like industry standard in the shipping industry.
What are you doing, princess?
Where I experienced them.
Oh,
I'm not paying
she
that,
had
so
a
I'll just
big
buy
play with a
these
friend
Fuji
today.
Electric are great. You can take single phase and bump it up to 3-phase.
Okay, dude, we didn't want to
horse-
watch this. We want to watch you goddamn crushing stone now. No, you can't do this to us.
Monitor.
How cold was the ground? Here it's still very cold.
All right, this wobbles excessively. My amp meter does not work. I'm gonna work on the vacuum a little bit here. Get stuff starting to escape.
I think you can alleviate a lot of the foot problems that people have.
Temperamental right now.
I just my theory.
Lots of things to fine tune, man.
Neuropathy and that sort
This
of
is a
stuff.
beautiful thing.
I used to walk on Bonneville salt flats barefoot. So it had no. What? Oh, really? It was awful up here. It was just cloudy, overcast, and cool. Do you know the story of this? You see that lettuce right there? I don't think you were here last week, were you? We were talking about the Bill Gates lettuce. That's been on the side of my chair since last Friday night, unrefrigerated. and it still looks like that. I'm glad you had a beautiful day. Well, that's what it looks like. Unbelievable.
It's cleanup time.
And I made a salad, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
There's all
ago
kinds of
with
stuff
it.
going on.
And I just left it in the fridge for another week.
We are all shut down. Little things for me to fix that I was kind of yelling at when the system was running.
I don't know.
This is the thing that is awesome.
I have no clue.
If you remember,
I'll take them out if you want to see them.
Our old table, we had a number 1 and a number 2 coming out of the table, and we would have like 3 or 4 buckets from a ton.
I don't understand.
We ran probably about a quarter of a ton, and I have just 2 of these little things for the number 2s as opposed to like 2 buckets. I would have 2 full.
I would say
buckets
something's up.
So now I have, to us, this is like a super con. So there's our number 2, and then our number 1. Full of Merrick's sweat. If you watch some of our older videos, we had a subscriber give us a bunch of his order run, and this is the oversized stuff mixed with stuff that Chad was running. So that's it. 1, 2. So that's a lot better than our concentrate before.
So that's where they crushed it down and ran on the shaker table.
We're seeing these pieces of yellow metal come across. Like, oh, look at that gold! Look at that gold!
Yeah.
But it wasn't reacting like gold on the table.
No.
It would kind of go down into the long grooves, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't quite get up under the water bar like we thought. So we ended up seeing little pieces of yellow wire
Yeah.
and little stuff. So we know it's brass contamination, but my heart was kind of fluttering there a little bit when I was like, "Where's all the gold going? Get in the wrong spot."
Yeah.
Something to be aware of. If you have tramp metal and steel and brass and copper, it'll react a little bit different than gold. So gold, if it's gold, it'll come right up under the water bar and straight down to the number 1.
And then if you watch your videos way in the past, we ran material a long time ago with Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah, we want to
Chad,
get going here, dude.
Con Man and myself, and we ran it from multiple places, and one of them was a mine dump. So all that brass tramp that he was seeing on the table came from the table. So I'm going to run this in the system.
This is the most anticipated smart security camera of the year. No internet connection needed, no wiring or complicated installation, and best of all,
Where?
it's completely
In Maine?
free to use.
Or did he come and see you?
The system first, and then I'll run the quartz after, because this needs to get reconcentrated, and it looks like it's mostly quartz. And this is not the ideal concentrate, so we'll get another run on this.
You didn't come up to Maine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Silver Springs,
Oh.
number 2 on the table. Going all right into the number 1.
What'd you have? Anything good?
Sorry, Silver Springs.
I got a cooked chicken. Yesterday, so I get about 3 days out of it. Nice. Nice. Yeah, there's one in Augusta I like. Yeah. How many thousands of imperial buffets across the country? You know what I mean? That's pretty cool, though. They know how to cook. My first plate there is their fried string beans. That's what I start off with. Big variety. It's pretty impressive that they can stay in business, huh? With the food costs going up. Rhonda was telling me this big problem in Michigan getting tomatoes. Oh, I really like them. I grew some one year, but I couldn't make them taste like the Chinese do. I even watched video. I added MSG. All right, dude, you got to work on your content here, man. All right, rock crushing. And that's what it comes out like.
Okay, we are going to take the number 2 concentrate and rerun it on the table. Get a line. We're here is the ongoing result of running the number 2 from yesterday and today. So there's a little line of fine gold.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
It's not that much. Ultra fine. But it's going right into the number 1, which is great. So there goes the number 2s. We're going to reconcentrate the number 1s. All right, final brush down to the table. Get all the goldies into the number 1. We'll pan that out, concentrate it, and we'll see if we can smelt it into some kind of a piece of gold here. There you go. Remember that guy?
Nothing wrong with that.
Number 1. Here it goes.
Definitely nothing wrong with that.
That's what that hose is for. Yeah.
So
Excellent.
I screwed up. I should have went to Agway because that price I can get a quarter cup just about of carrot seeds. I used to grow such good carrots. I don't know what I'm doing wrong anymore. Anyway, I got that.
It's free. It's free.
I got these guys, which I'm hoping to get a couple of them. What I like to do with these is cut them and fry them, breadcrumb them, and then freeze them for January. You know. I got some more basil. Got some thyme.
The flux recipe is finished.
And I got another type of thyme.
Smelted, and I believe that is number 6. I think so.
And last one is Brussels sprouts.
Pour that in there, and we'll get smelted.
If I get a lot of these, I think what I'm going to try to do is quarter them and put them in a jar with salt. See if I can make sauerkraut out of them.
So Jason tells me that we're gonna let this do its work till it's completely molten, and then add iron to it after.
I wouldn't worry about feeling that way. That's what it's there for.
18 millimeters is what they told me. I'm gonna start with 1.2 MPa and see how that goes.
Just melting it down.
Wearing a sweatshirt in the desert. Yeah. Okay, we just poured. And the slag looks great. That's exactly what you want to see, right?
Perfect. In every way.
What you didn't get to see was a giant slug of lead come out of the crucible. So there's going to be a big, giant chunk of metal at the bottom of this thing. And then we added iron during the smelt, and it didn't really consume much of it at all. So there you go. We'll let this cool off.
Ooh, nice. Very nice.
Lead blob. Really good.
I like them small blueberries. I think they're so flavorful over the big ones.
Look at that. Perfect separation. Nothing on the slag, no mat.
All right, let's get a weight on it.
It's about as perfect as it could have gone.
And we know if our little 150 gram Fukitall will handle this.
How are we going to weigh it?
81 grams.
81. We can deal with that.
Yeah, we can do 81. They'll fit.
Now they're going to refine it.
It's amazing. It's getting hot on the outside.
Oh yeah, it's going.
Cool.
Don't breathe that.
I think so.
Furnace is just barely
I really
above
think so.
1750.
I remember about 7-8 years
Target
ago.
around 1850,
Oh, it's
but
got to be
it'll
longer
still
than
go
that.
At 1750. So
One
this furnace
winter,
is
my
kinda
friend
tired. I think it's time to
works
retire.
at McDonald's.
The
So I
furnace is
stopped
cool
by to see her,
now,
and they
so
had
maybe
blueberry
it's time to retire it and replace it. But it still works. It
pies.
takes a long time to get to temperature.
I'm telling you something, those were some of the best blueberry pies I've ever eaten. They were the little tiny blueberries. I couldn't believe
No,
it.
it's still going.
I really,
Still
really couldn't believe it.
It's rainbowing. No, it's got a long way to go.
It's got a ways to go. That's okay.
Oh. Yeah, it's still molten. Tongs and gloves.
So on top before. Yeah, crust on top. Nice. You remember Seinfeld when they were coming up with muffin tops only?
It's not done.
No, it's
I
not.
think you got copper oxide going on the top there.
Too much copper. Copper bad.
The button looks pretty good though. I mean, it pulled
Yeah.
up real tight.
Yeah, it did. Not like last time.
We'll have to let it cool down and see what we got. But it actually looks. No, it's still got junk in it.
Yeah. And see, it's turning dark.
Yeah. That's okay. We reduced it way down. You'll have to finish that up.
Melting.
So obviously we did not finish Fukitall due to time, but it looks pretty good for almost finished.
Sorry, keep going.
I'm done.
You're done. Okay. All right, here's our little bead. It's not quite there, but it's pretty darn yellow. You have a guess?
2.2.
3.5.
Nice. 3.3.
Not bad.
So I think I finished Fukitall that again. I think we'll probably get it down into the low 3 or maybe even high 2s.
Yeah, probably high 2s would be my guess.
So all that work,
one at a time.
a little higher than
First, I'll take
2 grams.
unrefined button and compel it, and then we'll try to finish it in a bone ash compel after the magnesia. I'm going to try this new technique here. So I'll put those guys together.
The 250th anniversary United States Navy American Eagle 1 ounce silver-proof coin releases at noon.
Boy, he had a real attitude. I don't know if you've seen Seinfeld. Since this,
While we wait
since
for the furnace to heat up,
extermination of the Gazan
I
people.
will scan this button.
But he said, yeah, go ahead and kill him.
It's 3.2.
It's like,
when we
holy
waited at the
shit.
well site, so we'll just call it 3.2 now. Let me scan this thing and see what's in it. This is what's in it. Obviously, we did not finish compelling because we ran out of time. So there's about 20% of junk still in there. Copper, lead, iron. So 20% of 3.2. We're going to have a little bit less weight, obviously, at the end of this. So for our gold bead, I'm going to start with 10 grams of bismuth. That's probably too much, but I'm going to do it anyways. And I'll just go in increments until it's blinked over. And then I got some carrot scrap I'm going to run next to it just because the furnace is already hot. There's like 4.5 grams of 14 karat. So we will run both of those in the bismuths and try to get a nice clean button. All right, it's in there. We got the first one going, and something happened with the other one. I don't know what's going on with that gold jewelry, but our button looks good. It's molten. We'll check back in. All right, getting up to temperature 18. Target is 1850.
Boy, cook a pizza in that baby.
All right, looks like my button is done. The button is done, so I'm going to transfer it over to the bone ash and keep going. It looks beautiful. This little button there. I'll pluck that out of there, cool it, scan it, weigh it, and then I'll put it on the bone ash to kind of get an idea of this new technique that I was told to use. All right, so we're at 3.1. I probably pulled it out too soon. Probably should have added more bismuth. I scanned it, and we're sitting at. I scanned it, and we're sitting at now 80% gold, 9% silver, and there's still 6% bismuth. But we got rid of most of the copper. So I probably should have just put more bismuth in there. There was more life in the cupel. However, I pulled it out of the furnace.
Those are gasoline prices.
I'll go right to the bone ash, and then I'll finish it off on that one, and maybe I'll be more patient this time. I think we might be done. We're still.
Oh, go Schlager.
Might be a little hot in here.
Well, gold's one of the only materials you can.
Here's the carrot jewelry. Nice big fat button.
You got $4.19 out of a gallon. Holy shit!
Plucked out and quench it in water. But the bead is.
So the way I understand how they do gold Schlager is those flakes are like 1 micron, 1 atom wide.
3.1. So that's good. 3.16. And the XRF says our final tally is I got it to 21 karat. So 88 gold, 10% silver, and just a little bit of bismuth contamination in there. But that's pretty good for now. I think I'll have to refine this a little bit more in acid, but I think what I learned was more bismuth.
I wonder what they do at the Gold Schlager plant. Like they got armed guards watching every move you make.
I should have just gone right to like.
Because I don't even think that shit is.
Grok said I needed to add 40.
You know the stuff they used to cover.
I'm still learning the compelling.
What do you call that stuff? Sheets of gold
I never really
that you can
cared about
burnish onto things.
Just more get most of it out, get a bead,
I don't think Ghost Lager's stuff is even that
respectable to send
thick.
to a refiner. So that's awesome.
That's
There's the
pretty
Carrot
good.
Gold. Yeah, there's the Carrot
So what'd you
Gold.
do? Sit in your shot glass with a pair of tweezers?
All right, I've got Charlie from Path of the Bee, and he has a small shaker table concentrate cleaner that is the design from Orophilia, and he has brought it all the way from Idaho, correct? Yes. All the way from Idaho for us to test. So I'm pretty excited to have this thing in the building. I know Chad's excited to test it. We have some gold cons he's been working on, so we'll get that flowing across the table. And additionally, if you're interested in one of these, check out 24carats.prospecting.com, and these are listed for sale. And then tell me a little bit about the table. Who helped you build it?
So my high school students, I'm a shop teacher, and they were learning aluminum welding, and so I thought this would be an excellent project. I have some really exceptional seniors this year, and I live in a poverty-stricken community, so it's really hard for kids to come up with money to go to college. And a couple of these guys would like to go, and so they're all signed up and going, and now we're buying tools. And so the proceeds from this helps purchase tools.
Excellent. At least you didn't get left behind.
I heard about that on your video when you were talking about this, how to set it up. Oh, you heard him. Go check it out.
Hannah Pingree. Bold plans to lower costs. And the backbone.
Come on, young lady. You can't lower costs.
He has been tormented.
All you can do is lower the value of the dollar even further.
The house without getting soaking wet. So I went and I bought 3 more for me and my kids so that we.
Unless you're talking about getting rid of extortion payments for our houses and cars. What do you think?
50. That's pretty good. Frequency, I think mine's good. About 5.
I'll be right back.
5.5. And then amplitude is 0, so to turn the amplitude up and just start shaking.
There you go. So those are the magic numbers. Got it.
All right.
That's cool. You got everybody's name in there.
Hey, now that was not an easy feat either. I had to call up my brother, who's a chemical engineer, and ask him how to do that.
Yeah, how to program it? Yep, you hacked it. All right. We're off to the races with this thing. Chad provided these concentrates from a spot he's working. I just classified it to -20. And now we're going to go run the undersized on the table. Here we go. I'm going to test this thing out. Let me get my brush. Brush the table down, make sure there's no bubbles anywhere. Kind of have a dead spot over here on the far left. It's interesting right there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good right there. Okay, so Phil, a little bit
I've
on
been
here.
seeing a lot of homes being built around here. I don't know where this is all going to go.
I guess I need a
Oh, yeah.
spoon.
Oh, this is his little table.
All right, the blondes are getting washed. And the sulfides are moving. I see the sulfide line. Well, I better get the spoon in. All right, so what I learned is the grooves are very, very fine, and this is actually designed for a lot finer material than I put on here. So this -20 stuff is too big, so I'll have to get a finer material to run. The stuff that is fine looks like it's doing good, but the coarse stuff isn't really moving the way I'd like it to. So we're going to try a different material. We got a finer classification now, so we'll attempt
Okay.
finer classification on the
For
table.
$1.99. The green onions for $1.50. I'm gonna tell you something. Cut the root section off about that big,
Adjusting the level
right?
to try to get
And just put them in a flower pot.
they're supposed to go into this first
You'll
pour.
have all the onions you want.
The concentrate
You do?
going to our primary cons. I guess you call that the number one here. So it's starting to look a lot better. And the material I was using before was too coarse. It wasn't ground properly.
Boy, I did that once at a Chinese restaurant. I said, "Can I have them?" Oh, they had to have a discussion. Why does he want to take the roots home?
It's doing pretty good now.
I'll be back in 6 weeks. Had them beautiful green onions.
See the quartz is going.
Oh, well.
And then you get all the heavy sulfides.
Wasn't appreciated either.
Stand behind it. This particular sulfide is actually mostly hematite, but there is some.
I don't expect anything more than that here.
So I guess you could call them your black sands.
You might have missed it. MJ was in here, Laura. I mean Wesley, and he's going to play dots at his bank.
Not much left to find in the cons, but if I see any little gold rolling in there, I'll show you.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe just do them in pots. Yeah. Okay, man.
This can change everything. Get a 2-week in-clinic AI hearing aid trial for free. The device is almost invisible behind your ear.
There it goes, popped out.
He might be back in a little bit. He bought a bank. Well, no, a bank was given to him.
There it goes.
I had pictures of it. I don't know where they are. But anyway. Oh, come on, dude. Are you serious? You check his analytics. I bet a lot of other people were fast forwarding. How much more do you want me to see of that shit? You still going?
Made it to the number one. I pan that out. The rest of this is all magnetite with no quartz. Now here's a close-up of the chunky gold. This concentrate was ran on the Silver Springs shaker table, and this was the number 2 cons.
You didn't put no
panned a bunch of it.
jet dry in the water. I should have,
So we just ran it
because
on
that's gold is floating right there.
little table, and this is what went into the number 1. Pretty happy with that. All right, we're done testing the table. So thanks, Charlie, for coming out and bringing the table. And then also, he convinced me that I should try this out. So I'm going to also try out this little ball mill that he makes.
Nice.
So stay tuned for that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, yeah, you're welcome, Harry. We'll see you around.
And your channel is?
How's it be?
Awesome. All right, go check his channel out.
I didn't hear what he said. Good luck with that. There's the lettuce. My goodness gracious. What are we eating? I normally don't buy that. I usually buy big dark green leaves, romaine. That's all I could find in the store. You know. What's this? Oh, it's artesian, all right. It don't rot. So you don't get attacked. How about some Lake Powell information? Supposedly, they ain't getting the moisture they need out there neither, along with Florida, Georgia, South Carolina. I don't know if you heard about the big fires in Georgia. The big fires in Georgia are in 3 counties.
The Bureau of Reclamation.
In 3 counties that protested the data centers going in down there. Honest to God, and they're big fires.
Is making a big move on the Colorado River. It wants to send extra water from Flaming Gorge to Lake Powell, while sending less water from Lake Powell down to Lake Mead.
That wasn't sure.
Why is this happening? Today, I'm going to show you what's happening at Glen Canyon Dam, then head to Lee's Ferry to explain what this means. This is where the whole story starts. The Bureau of Reclamation is holding more water in Lake Powell and sending some from Flaming Gorge Dam to protect the infrastructure down below. They want to hold it here instead of sending it downstream.
Holy shit, Flaming Gorge is a long way from there.
The Bureau of Reclamation is trying to keep Lake Powell from dropping too low. If Lake Powell falls too far, Glen Canyon Dam becomes much harder to operate than normal. That affects water releases, hydropower, and the whole system downstream. So, the BOR is making a trade-off. Bring in more water from Flaming Gorge, keep more water in Lake Powell, send less water to Lake Mead for now. That may help protect Powell in the short term, but it also puts more pressure on Lake Mead. So, this is not a fix, it's an emergency move. So the BOR is trying to keep Lake Powell from dropping.
They just didn't get enough water in that territory this year. I think, what MJ have, an inch of water, an inch of snow this year?
We'll walk over to the back side of the dam.
Beautiful sky, though.
So this isn't about politics. It's about a physical reservoir issue. This system is being managed close to its physical limits than people realize. There's the trash racks right there, and that's only about 35 feet until minimum power pull. So Lake Powell has to be propped up or stabilized in order for the generators.
And if this don't happen,
when you stand here
and them turbines stop, I think we're going to see a lot of blackouts out west.
As the lake goes down, so this is going to be interesting times as the lake is propped up by Flaming Gorge.
Well, you got some chemtrails there, but it's still sunny, 80 degrees. Oh, nasty chemtrails.
What's left of it for right now? Well, have a good vantage point up here. You can see Wawee Bay and the marina.
Jesus
and the rock
Christmas.
Right out of the center of it. We'll see how much more moving of houseboats we'll have to do out here, but it should be in deep enough water. Main channel where you go up lake into Warm Creek, then into Padre Bay. So this is where the upper basin states keep a large portion of their water, which is Lake Powell. But we're going to go to the division line between upper basin and lower basin, one of the most important places on the Colorado River. So let's go.
But you got to get your boat out of there. You can't leave it up high and dry.
Where there is not enough water in the Colorado River, who takes the hit?
That's where Georgia
Lee's Ferry comes in.
Still
Lee's
okay,
Ferry
but could see the smoke.
On the Colorado River.
Boy.
This is the dividing point between the upper basin and the lower basin in the Colorado River Compact. That compact goes all the way back to 1922. It was one of the big agreements that divided up the river between the states. A lot of people talk about the compact like it promises the lower basin the same amount of water every single year, but that's not really the simple version of how it works. The key point is that the upper basin has to avoid depleting the flow at Lee's Ferry below the set amount over a 10-year period. So this current fight is not just about one reservoir. It's about long-term obligations, shrinking river flows, and what happens when the system does not have enough water to meet old expectations.
Well, that shot there. You notice the mountain in the background's bare.
Term obligations,
Watch
shrinking river
this.
flows, and what
Look
happens
at
when the system
that.
does not have
There's
enough
a little
water to
snow up
hold
there, but not
expectations.
much. Remember,
That's
it's
exactly
fucking
where we are
April.
now. The river is producing less
There
water.
should be snow there till June, July.
And that old rules are being
I
tested
think
by a
end of
much
June we
drier
could
reality.
make it up over the
Hey, we're getting
mountain
to Lee's Ferry. The USGS stream gauge is behind me. Let's see if we can get to the
where
river.
we were taken care of.
Want to get right under, right where the stream gauge is. All right, there it is. Okay, Lee's Ferry is the key dividing point between the upper basin and lower basin, and this is pretty much mile marker 0. Everything upstream of here is upper basin. Everything downstream is lower basin. This is the key dividing point from where water has to be delivered and go through, right here. So this spot right here is ground 0 on who gives up what water and who takes bigger cuts when the Colorado River is running dry. But here's the USGS stream gauge right here at Lee's Ferry, Arizona, one of the most historic places on the Colorado River. So, if the Bureau of Reclamation is protecting Powell now, what happens next?
Did you go
Does
across
that just
Powell?
push the problem downstream? Does it buy time? Or is it a warning that the whole system is being forced into a harder choice? That is where the real story
And then there's
starts.
some worry
What
that
the
there's
Bureau
not
of
enough
Reclamation is
water to
doing
keep
right now
that
just
dam
shows how serious
in
this year
place.
is.
They're worried
This is
that
not a
dam
normal
might
seasonal
move.
adjustment. This is a response to a very poor runoff, low inflow,
That
and
is
the risk of Powell
terrible.
dropping too close to minimum power pool. That is the key line everyone is watching. Because once Powell gets too low, the dam loses flexibility. And when that happens, the entire system gets harder to manage. But the cost of doing that may show up downstream at Lake Mead. Less water released from Powell means more pressure on Mead. That can affect elevation,
Yeah.
hydropower, and
You
future
know, when I
shortage
first
pressures in
came
the
here,
lower
we were
basin.
in the camper
So
down
once
in
again, this is a
Gardner.
trade-off. Protect one part of the system
And
now while increasing pressure on another part of the system now.
the owner come
That is
knocking
why
on
this
our
matters
door
so much
around
beyond
8,
Lake
9
Powell.
o'clock
It shows the Colorado
and
River
says,
is
be
being
ready
managed
to
in a way
hook
that
up
looks
and
more
pull
like an
out of here
emergency
within a
balancing
minute.
act than a long-term stability.
with
And that brings us
Kenny
to the biggest
Beck's
point of all.
rising.
This is not just about 2026.
And we can
This
tell
is
you
about
where
whether
you
the
can
old
go
system
park for
still
the
works
night.
in a river that carries less water than it used to.
So then
For
I did
years,
some
the
work for the
Colorado
guy.
River Basin has been trying to hold things together with
It was
short-term
torrential
fixes.
rain,
Move water
torrential.
here, hold water there,
And
adjust
he
releases,
says to
buy
me,
time. But
I
every
think
year
you
like
and
this
Sherry
raises the
brought all
same
this
hard
rain.
question. What
I
happens
said,
when
ah, ha,
water
ha, ha.
cannot keep up with the rules built
I
around
said,
it?
you know I don't like
This is why
rain.
the Bureau of Reclamation's move matters. It tells us the
Guy
system is
said it
under
again.
stress. It tells us Lake
And I
Powell is being
decided to
protected
talk
for a
with my
reason.
partner at the
It
time.
tells us the fight over who gives up
Well,
water is
you
not going
know,
away. Here at Glen Canyon
they got
Dam, the story looks like reservoir elevation,
just
dam
joking.
operations, and emergency planning.
So he said it again.
Here at Lee's Ferry,
And
the
I
story
told the
looks like
guy,
law, basin divisions,
I said, you want to
and
make
old
$50
promises
million
being tied to the
a
future.
day?
And taken together, that is the real
I
story.
said, you
The Bureau
contact the
of
people,
Reclamation is not
Arizona,
solving the Colorado
California.
River crisis here.
We'll
It's
be
trying to
there in
keep the
7
system functioning
days.
while bigger decisions are still
And if we
unresolved.
bring the rain with
If that
us,
means this year's
then
release
I know
changes are
you
not
were
just
right.
another water update,
But we
they are
will
a
be
sign of how much
rich.
pressure the Colorado River system is really under.
That's what I told him. I should have won anyways. I really should have. Oh, whatever. She was one. Come on, we came all across the country. I said, I've been here for 4 weeks. This ain't going well. This ain't going well at all. So I meant it. If he was seeing something spiritual in me, that I'm bringing you all this rain, because it would be spiritual. I'm just in the wrong goddamn place, ain't I? Put your money where your mouth is. You draw up the contract with California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah. And if it starts raining when we get there, you'll get paid. Richie from Boston. What's this? The world is a corporation. Yes, it is a corporation. Dollars for a kiss? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
That's right. I've been demonetized. What do you even do when you're demonetized? I'll tell you.
No
You
way.
stand on the unemployment line. And
Oh,
should I happen to
I get it.
while standing on the
I
unemployment
can't
line?
believe this. He got demonetized. The fucking YouTube, man. They are really nasty motherfuckers, boy. This is what he got demonetized for. Let's watch.
And there's no turning back. Two unstoppable forces who speak truth to power. New burger. Ketchup. New burger. Ketchup. New burger with ketchup. Joining forces. Subscribe to these two YouTube channels for details.
Oh, you haven't seen this guy?
Really hate that sad loser, Mr. Newberger. Who, me?
No, there's some pretty perfect for start and finish. He got demonetized. I can't believe this. That's a little deep, I think, for community guidelines. So we'll do this tonight.
This satire you're about to watch is authentic, it's original, and it's not mass-produced.
Please welcome FBI Director Kash Patel.
I stand before you at 5'9", a G-man so divine who works all the time, from dusk to the dawn, always on the job, taking out Donald's enemies. Call it fighting crime. Deep state traders think they're closing in, but they'll never win, 'cause the law is on my side. Undercover terrorists nipping at my heels, tracking my bar bills, saying that I've lied. I'm fired. I'm fired, fired from the FBI. I'm shocked, I won't lie. How will my gal pal fly? Fired, fired, no longer desired. Fired, no chance of being hired. Don't tell me I'm fired. I've only had one glass of wine, time after time, only the one. They kept pouring and pouring, that one glass was storing. Boy, was it fun.
Right, guys?
What's your name, G-Man?
John, sir.
Well, John, are you the FBI director?
No, sir.
Well, then get your goddamn feet off my briefing stage.
Sorry, sir. They asked me to put them up to cushion your fall if you fell off the stage as you looked erratic and tipsy.
La 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 la.
What else you gonna do?
He's fired! Fired like Pam and Christy. He needed a break. My cross eyes getting misty. Out eating steak. Fired. Fired. Contract expired. Fired. Donald no longer desires. Please help me. I'm fired. He's fired. He's fired. Absent too much. He needed a break. He was just too.
So this guy showed up and started doing these parodies. And
This satire you're about to watch is authentic, original, not a template, and not mass-produced.
I guess the ketchup ear stood, huh?
The world is going to end in the year 2026. Mark my word.
Buy Bitcoin! Lots of it!
We need to build a big, beautiful arch to honor me after the ballroom, after the war with Persia. It's not really a war, it's an excursion. It will be over in 2 weeks. We already won.
How did we already win if it is not over yet?
You really are a horrible woman. Who are you with?
I'm just a random woman in the market.
What are we going to do for oil with your war on Persia?
We don't get our oil from there. We have so much oil. We have boats pulling into the United States.
What's the United States? I don't know.
They'll be filling them up, and they'll be
My
leaving,
pillow.
and they'll be packed with.
Monty Python's lawyers?
No, Epstein victim lawyers.
Ah.
Packed with very packed with, like so packed.
With what?
Huh?
They'll be packed with what? What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
The boats, sir?
I'll tell you in 2 weeks.
He's amazing. But what about the oil?
Do the ships have the oil for us?
Will they drop it off?
Is it a secret, sir?
You know who that is?
4D chess, Mr. President. Should we announce we have a secret?
Mr. President.
Jake
Donald, would you like to
TV's
buy a My
really
Pillow?
excellent. I like Jake TV.
This is his pillow. He touched this pillow with his very big hands. We will carry it for you, master.
You can have it for the low price of $49.99, and I will even throw in the feathers.
Master?
He's gone.
Master?
Master? He's risen. He's ascended to the heavens.
If you buy 5, I will throw in the 6th one free.
No, there he is. Wait for us.
I don't understand. I really don't understand this YouTube. It's gotten so horrible in the last few years. There ain't no titty showing, no vagina, no dick showing. Should be all good. Matter of fact, they're calling him Master. They ain't calling him Trump, are they?
It's a Florsheim shoe.
It's actually a sandal.
It is a sign that he wants us all to wear Florsheim shoes.
I think he wants us all to wear Florsheim shoes, but to make sure they are the right size for our feet.
No, he wants us to all wear this size, the true ordained foot size of our Lord.
No, we must follow the pillow. Isn't it obvious, as he always falls asleep?
Blasphemy. We must put on the Florsheim shoes, or great sorrow will befall us all.
I believe he always does the right thing, fighting evil by building himself giant arches and ballrooms.
I thought he was the Lord. He did that mural of himself in Lord clothing.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. He is not saying he is the Lord. He is saying he is Lord adjacent.
You know, when he is really gone, we're
Guys, you have to trust me on this. The shoe is the sign, but the right size is imperative.
Take off your shoes and put on the Florsheim, no matter their size.
Follow the fitted shoe!
No! Follow the pillow!
You know, no matter what MAGA ends up believing, you and I both stand to keep making lots of money.
Wait for us, Master.
Are you fellas Artemis too?
Sure.
Did we miss the fisherman's boat? Come on, guys.
I really hate that sad loser, Mr. Newberger.
Who, me? If you enjoy Mr. Newberger's AI Funnies on YouTube, you'll love him on Patreon or Instagram. Patreon has extended versions of the
I
videos
think he's
you're watching.
doing some really good stuff here. I mean, we don't have no comedy in this country, you know? We don't have comedy anymore. I mean, I don't even bother watching TV for a comedy show. What are you going to watch? Probably 9 out of 10, you're going to watch reruns. I watched a couple of these the other day. All right. When you get a bored life, this is what you do.
This week on Effed Troops.
What do you want me to do in response to Iran?
Pete wants to march, but Trump wants his arch.
I want it bigger than the Washington Monument and thicker.
Ooh, what you fellas talking about?
And the troops have new orders.
We gotta stop being nice.
So bombing him the first time was nice, but bombing him a second time is not nice?
And JD is being dispatched.
Yes, sir, I am on my way to Pakistan right now.
And called back. All during Bible Week. And Iran?
Did you hear Trump say he was going to try to knock out our infrastructure?
Whenever Trump brings up infrastructure in the U.S., nothing happens.
Now back to my arch.
All this and much more on Effed Troops.
I really hate that sad loser, Mr. Newberger.
Who, me?
You want this guy's channel, I'll get it for you. Nuremberg.
Justice Davis? They captured President Trump at the airport.
Oh, he fucked that up. Did you hear that?
You're standing inside a highly secure federal prison. It houses what's left of the Donald Trump regime.
Make America great again.
Never do that in my prison again.
Governments from around the world are all joining our United States to put these men on trial for their lives.
It can't be done. There is no precedent for convicting a U.S. president, especially when he got the Supreme Court to say he could do whatever he wants. He and his people will just pardon themselves.
The world needs to know what these men did, and not the baloney that Fox News said they did, the actual things they did. Central Command says you're some kind of hotshot head shrinker. You will inspect and ensure the prisoner's mental health. The one you'll have to watch the closest is Trump.
Yeah, why not? Kick back and relax. This is probably a couple-hour video on Patreon. He's only playing the trailer.
He's highly unintelligent, off-putting, and a narcissist. He also needs a diaper change.
Here goes your ketchup here.
Mr. Trump,
I'm going to beat all the charges.
you're very sure of yourself.
Nobody has ever beaten me. Ever.
What about the popular vote in both 2016 and 2020, the 2020 election, your legal challenges to the 2020 election, the Trump University settlement, and the primetime Emmys?
Get out.
You want to know why it happened here? Because people thought he was funny with his racism. They liked him blaming others for their problems. And the idea of a buffoon ruining uptight liberal serious government attracted them. Like that Asian kid who butchered Ricky Martin's She Bangs on American Idol. So they kept voting for him. Oh, and the black president thing really pissed them off. Then they couldn't stop what they'd look stupid.
You're Jewish, for crying out loud! Don't be a Nazi! Anything less than total victory will be considered total defeat. Need I remind you of Robert Mueller? May his memory be a blessing. Jack Smith, Letitia James, Fannie Willis. You have to be flawless. Just do this already. I'm going to put Donald Trump on the stand and make him tell the whole world what he did.
How are you going to defend yourself?
I'm going to weave. What do you think? I'll start with my recent golf match with Tiger Woods, who, by the way, is innocent, and then move on to my hatred for windmills.
Why not just tell the truth?
I am only a prisoner because you guys finally got me on the Epstein hoax, which I really did. And not because you are better than me, as you are suckers and losers, and I am a winner who wins.
I know more about Donald Trump than anyone on the planet. I have hundreds of AI funnies to prove it. And he is going to make mincemeat out of you unless you ask him in a way that makes him want to brag to you about what he did.
You may question the defense. Did you send ICE agents into American cities to detain people without warrants?
That was Kristi Noem.
After receiving reports those agents were detaining U.S. citizens, did you allow the operations to continue?
You will have to ask Kristi Noem. She will know.
No.
Did those warrantless arrests result in the death of not one, but 2 U.S. citizens?
That was Stephen Miller.
Did you separate children from their parents at the border?
That was Stephen Miller.
After being told children were being held in facilities without their parents, did you allow that policy to continue?
Again, talk to Stephen.
Did the U.S. strike a girls' school in Iran?
You're going to have to ask Pete Hegseth.
After being briefed on civilian casualties, did you take any action to stop further strikes?
You're really going to have to ask Pete Hegseth.
Did anti-vaccine messaging spread during a measles outbreak under your administration?
You're going to have to ask Bobby.
After public health officials warned of rising measles cases, did you take action to counter that messaging?
Listen, I surround myself with losers so I don't look bad.
Did the Department of Justice prosecute your political opponents?
That was Pam Bondi's call.
After being informed those prosecutions targeted political opponents, did you intervene?
That was Pam Bondi, not me.
Did you appoint all of these people?
Yes.
And after you were informed of each of these actions by these so-called subordinates, you allowed them to continue, resulting in death, in destruction, acts this court will consider crimes against humanity.
I didn't do any of those things. It was all my people who did them, not me.
You have sat here disclaiming responsibility, abandoning moral authority, and passing the buck to others. Well, sir, the buck stops here.
By the way, getting all those people to do what you say sure takes leadership.
It sure does. Nobody can do what I do. When I want something, I just take it. I tell them what to do and they do it. My orders mean a lot to these folks. All of them follow them to the letter.
Yes, they sure do.
Wait a minute. This is not over. I didn't mean what I said. I will say something else instead. You can't prosecute me. I am invincible.
Never again means never again. No matter who the victims are. Have a nice day in hell.
It was Joe Biden's fault.
Well, there you
I
go.
really hate that sad loser, Mr. Newberger.
Who, me?
We'll do a couple more. Got another 20 minutes.
The start of the Iran war was here after Trump killed the Khamenei. To block what was seen from old Epstein, he bombed and attacked, went crazy. His first in command was real unhinged, a Christo-fascist Fruit Loop, while yelling at press and acting a mess in Iran with no plan, F troops. So the drones strike and gas does hike. Our Mideast allies are hit, while Trump and Hexet sit and couldn't give a shit. When voters are angry in every town and polling throws them for a loop, they pretend that the war is winding down while they put more boots on the ground. F troops.
Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President.
Pete, I got you a pair of my new Trump shoes. I had Caroline remove the Trump-hating Florsheim logo.
Thank you, Mr. President. They look sharp.
It better look sharp, because now you owe me $144.
Mr. President, I just got back from the front lines, and I can report to you that we are winning this war.
Good. Now cancel it.
Sir?
Get out of Iran. And get out quick. Nobody likes this war.
But, sir, I like this war.
You like all wars.
Well, not the Civil War. That one didn't end so well.
I am getting clobbered by all the headlines.
Sir, it's not the time for us to lose our stomachs for this war.
But that's what RFK Jr. keeps saying I need to do. Lose this stomach.
We need to act decisively and with precision and show our enemies that we will bring the wrath of God on them. With no mercy, just fire and brimstone.
Can't we do that in the next war with Cuba?
But, sir, if we pull out now, they will ask why we went to war in the first place.
Why did we go to war in the first place? Oh, yeah.
Oh
The
my
Trump forces
God.
his men to wear shoes that don't fit, and they call us the dictators. Mahmoud, what size are your feet? Don't you mind. My dogs are staying caged.
Marco, come here a moment. Sure, take your sweet ass time. Not like we're busy. Marco, I just spoke with the boss. He wants to wind down this conflict.
Wind it down. But we just started this war.
But. We're not calling it a war anymore.
What are we calling it this time?
The president has asked all branches of military and defense to refer to the conflict with Iran as a blumpkin.
A blumpkin? What word does he think he is saying?
I think he combined blunder, police action, and friction, but blumpkin it is.
Well, what do we do about all the fighting?
It's only 10 a.m. We do nothing. By 1200 hours, he will change his mind completely.
You think Trump would change his mind on Iran if we bought him a jet? I think he would do it for a VCR. Are you saying we could end this whole war at a PC Richards? Our mission is to go to the other side of that ridge and make sure nobody attacks the oil reserves we tried to destroy, because now the president has lifted sanctions. Wait, so are we destroying their oil or helping them sell it? Well, we were destroying it before we were saving it, and now we are saving it so that we can help them sell it before we destroy more of it. So we're saving it to sell it, sir? We're saving it because our mission is still to stop Iran, but not stop their oil because our economy still needs their oil, even though Trump said we don't use it. But other countries' use of it can jack up our gas prices to over $5 a gallon. That makes no sense. This is all pretty confusing. Look, it's really quite simple. We bombed Iran, and now we are unbombing Iran until we get them to sell more oil, so gas is cheaper, so that we can then bomb Iran some more. Get it? So what's the mission now? Charge! We are so effed. I made the mistake of Googling Blumpkin. And what exactly is a Blumpkin? It is the reason we don't let our people go on Google.
Yeah, Marco, I can't make heads or tails of this.
What the hell is going on? These orders make no sense.
Sir, they're contradictory, saying to escalate and de-escalate at the same time.
Pete, where are you? Nobody knows if we are at war or not and what our objective is.
I'm in the middle of an important meeting, Marco. You need to take out the Rouge.
How is the Khmer Rouge involved?
Get me concealer. I've got dark circles.
What circles? Who's in them? The IRGC? Russia? Is this a coalition?
The problem is the foundation.
Pete, that's exactly why we need you here. You understand the fundamental threat.
Did I say bomb? If I wanted bomb, I'd say bomb, bomb, bomb.
Got it. Bomb, bomb, bomb Iran.
So how many Khameneis we got left who can lead? Too many to count.
Caroline, over here, Caroline.
Sir, I just wanted to make sure I had our Iran messaging down for today.
Those lips of yours are really something.
So you said we are engaged in a blumpkin with Iran, but are we the ones sitting receiving, or are we the ones doing the job at hand?
Of course we are receiving. We are going to take so much oil. That's what you got to make everyone understand. Their gas might go up, but my oil is going up much higher.
Oh, and just so I say the right thing, why are we in this blumpkin?
Remind me what a blumpkin is. Maybe we call it an excursion again.
I don't know who that's supposed to be. Caroline?
Why did I have to fly all the way to the Middle East to meet with these suckers and losers?
To build morale, sir.
Morale? Is that a ballroom? Where are we building it?
I think it will help our war blumpkin efforts if you were seen with the troops. Listen up, men. The president has joined us today to help us rename this too woke base to something more fitting. It will now be called Fort God Wants Us to Kill Them All.
Great name, Pete.
I want to say a few words, sir.
Men, it is very important you win this blumpkin. Not just for me, mostly for me, but for the midterms too, which is also for me. We must beat Iraq and end their weapons of mass destruction and take a little thing called oil. Not many know what oil means. And remember three very important things. We won this war. We will win this war. We need help winning this war. We don't need help winning. And we will win this in 2 weeks.
Clap for the president.
We are so effed.
I really hate that sad loser, Mr. Newberger.
Who, me?
One more?
Donald Trump was up to no good with that Jeffrey Epstein? No, why would he lie? I can't even keep a straight face on that one.
We'll round this off to a 2-hour night. How's that sound? It was good seeing you all. You liking this?
I'm done with these fake negotiations. We're going to steal the uranium ourselves.
Sir, you want to do what?
The uranium heist. It's going to be beautiful. We send Delta Force, Navy SEALs, and atomic scientists straight into Iran. Mr. President, that's an act of war. No, it's a heist, like Ocean's 11, but with uranium. We fly in at night, grab the uranium, and fly out. Easy. Sir, Iran has air defenses. Then we use my beautiful stealth technology. Call the Pentagon. Tell them we're doing the biggest heist in history.
This is insane.
It's genius. Mr. President, you want us to invade Iran to steal uranium? Not invade, heist it, like professionals. This could start World War III. We go in, take the uranium, get out. Simple. Sir, Iran will detect us immediately. Then make it invisible. We'll be heroes, the greatest heist ever, or the greatest disaster. Same thing. You love. The Americans are planning to steal our uranium. Trump calls it the uranium heist. Then let's prepare a welcome party. Uranium.
With Base 44, a simple sentence.
It's funny, but it's a sad at the same time, I think.
Page after page.
Just the way I feel about this whole deal.
Plug in.
If they come, we'll give them the heist of their lives. Call me Mr. Ocean. This is going to be legendary. Sir, please take those off. We go in here, grab the uranium, and get out before they wake up. Sir, this is a suicide mission. It's Heist movie. We don't have stealth aircraft for this. Then use my beautiful invisible planes. This will be the greatest special operation in history.
I heard they took these guys down also.
Positive thinking.
Remember, this is all about pedophilia.
Start training the team. We move in 48 hours. Sir, this is madness. Madness is my brand. We're training to rob a country? Apparently, yes. You guys look great, just like in the movies. Sir, this isn't a movie. It will be when I produce it, hooking mobile breeches to each blue city. They really call it the uranium heist. Trump wants to send commandos to steal our uranium. Then let's set the stage. Uranium. When the Americans come, we'll film the whole thing. Best reality show ever. I look incredible. Maybe I should lead the mission myself. Please don't, sir. Mr. President, this plan has a 0% chance of success. Then make it 100%. We'll call it Operation Golden Heist. Sir, we beg you to reconsider. Too late, it's already tweeted in my mind. When the Americans arrive, they'll get the welcome they deserve. You are the best of the best. Bring me that uranium. Sir, this is crazy. Crazy wins. We're all going to die, aren't we? Only if you fail. They really think this will work. Let them come. Bring me the uranium and you'll all be legends. Or prisoners. Same difference. This is the worst idea in military history. But Trump called it genius. We are now entering Iranian airspace. God help us. Lights out. Let them land. Stay quiet. This should be easy. Welcome to Iran, gentlemen. Trump sends his regards. Well, that didn't go as planned. Smile, you're on camera. Any word from the team? They're not responding, sir. They're probably winning. America's uranium heist just became the greatest failure in history. This is fake news. They were winning. Sir, they're all captured on live TV. Deep state. Divided is K-votes is fake. I told you this was a bad idea. At least we made history. My beautiful heist ruined. Perhaps we should go back to negotiations. Never! Thank you, Mr. Trump, for the best propaganda gift ever. This was supposed to be my masterpiece. It was just not the kind you wanted. And so the greatest heist in history.
Bob told us that they were going to test the alien craft that night.
I have seen extraterrestrials face to face.
Maybe next time we'll do it right. Donald Trump, the best director of comedy in the world.
I think those are supposed to be Russians.
Back to negotiations then, but I still don't want to do this. The uranium heist was a success, just not for America. Maybe diplomacy wasn't so bad after all.
I really wonder what
Thank you for the show.
What the nuking bullshit was all about. You can't nuke them. You'll kill people in Kuwait,
Next time
UAE,
we'll do it better.
many other
There
countries.
won't be a next time. And so ended the greatest heist that never happened. At least it was. Say cheese for Trump. Maybe we should just negotiate after all. The heist was canceled, but the embarrassment remains. Fine. Set up the negotiations. Looks like the heist is over. Indeed, the art collector will be most disappointed. He should have known better than to steal from the masters. I still say it was a good idea. And the uranium stayed right where it was. Next time, bigger heist. Thanks for the free publicity, Mr. Trump. Nobody does chaos better than me. You're welcome, Iran! And they lived absurdly ever after.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I am really blown away. But this is the only comedy that I can find anyway. I don't know about you guys. I mean, really, very little comedy left in this planet, seems like. Maybe I ain't looking in the right place. Could be my own fault. Did Laura, you want that other channel? Where'd it go? Here it is. I'll put it in link in chat anyway. Yeah, I am too. We're gonna shut down. Hope things go well with your potatoes and your peas and everything. I know Georgia's great, you know. There are a lot of people. What were they out of Canada? Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. Oh, the comedy it used to be on not Saturday Night Live. It was the ones out of Canada, man. They were fucking hilarious. John Candy. I think they were Canada, Chicago. SCTV. Great stuff. You don't even, yeah. They don't even see shit like Blazing Saddles, you know, like a movie come along. I mean, they can't write comedy no more. Here comes that link, Laura, if you want it. At least I don't think he can. Who's that black guy name? Patel. What was the other one there? He was he's a hefty black guy with a deep voice. Got hit by a car or a bus or something. Almost killed him. He was really good. And the shows that he was on were really good. Oh, well. We'll see you guys in the morning. I'm going to shut down. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed that. You know, it's weird, though. That's a Lego I haven't seen, and I heard they were banned by YouTube. I heard they got banned the other day. Did they get banned or demonetized? See, YouTube loves to demonetize people. They'll still let you play your shit, but you're not going to get paid for it. That's pretty rude shit. We'll see you in the morning. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everyone that showed up today and had some nice things. Let's hope MJ won his dot game tonight. And we'll see you in the morning. Have a great night, everyone.